I guess today is the day of the breakups or the toxic relationships or whatever. This is my third video about breakups. So, hey, Deontay Wilder, let's see what it's hitting for.
It's the day after Christmas and I'm just enjoying myself on Instagram. And you already know what I was looking for. Then I came across this video.
Yo, once I get my money right, I'm getting my girl 6 months to turn into my type or I'm gone. No bullshit, bro. Once I start getting some money, bro, she don't turn into my type, bro. Even 3 months, bro, I'm done with her, man. As soon as I get some money, I'm switching up. No bullshit.
Bro, what? You need to have your money right beforehand, bro.
I know I'm not the only one, man. I know some of y'all just with y'all shorty just because y'all have no money. Or not have no money, but like a decent amount. But if y'all have some real money, I know y'all leave y'all girls in an instant. No, I know I'm not the only one. No bullshit. I know I'm not the only one.
Nah, I ain't that type of person.
I mean, it sounds strange coming from a dude to say something like that. I mean, it sounds so superficial. But actually,
women do the same
thing. It does have
thing.
some truth to it. There are a lot of dudes out there that will take what they can get when they're broke. But all of a sudden, once they start balling.
When it comes to men, it's not the same as women. Women are the gatekeepers to sex. Men get what they get. Women get who they want. It's not the same.
Things change. We saw that with Kevin Hart and his wife Tori, and once he got rid of her, the rest of the women he got were very light-skinned and very model type. Not to say that Tori Hart is not attractive, but
she really taller than him though, without them heels
and
though.
very model type. Not to say that Tori Hart is not attractive, but it was just different. And the same can be said for Deontay Wilder. Now, he had 4 children with his ex-lovely wife, Jessica Scales Wilder.
I think I heard about them.
They lived in Alabama, and they got married in 2009. By 2015,
yeah, he left
Deontay
her, didn't
Wilder
he?
would be a world champion. And everything was on the up and up. He was still with his wife, who had been supporting him, since he had nothing.
Man.
But then
fumbled the bag,
started
man.
to change. By 2017, he would still be undefeated, but he would break up with his wife. And then right after the divorce from his wife, he would pop out with somebody new, Telly Swift. Chantel, aka Telly, met Deontay Wilder in 2015 when he was still married. He met her at the LAX airport. So basically, Deontay
is that right? The
was
airport,
cheating on his wife with this lady when they were married, got divorced, got with her in 2018, and made it official. He was still undefeated and making a whole lot of money. But then there are some problems with all this. Number one, Telly Swift was a single mother.
Thick as fuck.
Deontay Wilder left his family to be with her. So why would a man do that? We're going to get to that in a minute. I mean, secondarily, there was some real bad rumors about Telly Swift coming from the boxing industry. But we would hear those rumors from a hip hop legend.
Check this out. This weekend.
My thing is though, and then you wouldn't cuff a woman who's fucking industry niggas is it, that type of woman who's drawn to that materialistic, that type of status of a lifestyle, bro. You fumbled the bag, bro.
I go to this little fitness competition thing in T-Neck, right? So I popped in there, check everybody out, and while I'm there, Big Baby shows up. And Big Baby, big heavyweight fighter, and he seen me come out with Deontay Wilder, so he's like, yo, what I'm saying, I'm ready, I want to fight. And I'm like, okay, now people in Deontay told me that they fought before and they gave him a mild concussion. So I'm like, yo, you sure you want this fight? And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, I sparred with him mad times before. Yo, Keith, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm like, okay. So now, when he tell me he gonna knock him out, I'm like, so what's really going on? I'm like, somebody lying to me, man. Damn.
So as you know, 50 Cent had, walked out Deontay Wilder a few songs, a few fights. And again, this is around 2017, 2018, around that particular time, something like that. All right. And so he comes across Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Now, according to 50 Cent, Deontay Wilder had been sparring with Big Baby Miller and basically been knocking the shit out of him, right?
Got him!
But then there's more.
And then he said the pretty Asian girl that Deontay be with, I'm like, his girl?
So it was alleged that Big Baby Miller had been messing with Taylor Swift all the time. And the reason why Deontay Wilder was so excited about dealing with her, because she was exotic. And, you know, being a country dude from Alabama, he had never really had access to women like this. And so basically he's wifing up a chick that everybody else see as a straight up booty clapper.
Bro, the baddest ones, bro, are the biggest hoes, bro, and the ones who are not going to be there long term, bro, because they can drop you and go get another nigga. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who you are, bro. You know, it's just so many factors, dog.
Damn!
It's just not safe, bro. You left your happy home for this, and look where it got you, bro.
Then in 2000,
And she's fucking on other niggas in the boxing world and this, that, and the third, bro. You know.
24, something strange happened.
Say, Taylor Swift just got a restraining order against him after he lost what they're saying might be his final fight.
What? So he lost the fight and she got a restraining order?
Wait a minute, but why?
A better understanding of what was going on with Deontay Wilder as an athlete. And he's been losing. Okay, he had 5 fights, his 5 last fights. Since 2020, he lost to Tyson Fury. And then the last time he lost to Tyson Fury, 2021, then we got Robert Helenius, and he won that, okay? And then he lost to Joseph Parker in this fight that just happened in June with Zhilei Zhang, where he got knocked out so bad, they're saying he should be completely done.
So let's go back and look at the history of Deontay Wilder's fights. Let's go back to December 1st, 2018, when he was still an undefeated fighter. He fought Tyson Fury.
All that fame and money and shit be getting niggas' heads, bro.
In a fight that some folks thought he lost, but the fight was a draw because he did knock down Tyson Fury in the 9th and 12th rounds, which made it a draw. He would then fight Luis Ortiz in 2019, November 23rd. Then here's what happened right after that. February 22nd, 2020, he would suffer his first loss by technical knockout in round 7. The rematch, 2021, he would lose by KO round 11. Then October 15th, 2022, Robert Helenius, he would win by KO in the first round. But then December 23rd, 2023, he lost Joseph Parker, a fight that folks thought he should have won. And then Zhilei Zhang, he lost by TKO in round 5. So basically he accumulated. He had dropped 4 out of his 5 fights since 2020. And so right after he lost, she filed for a restraining order. And what she said was basically he was physically violent towards her. He would be like waking up in the middle of the night crying. His mental health deteriorated alongside his career with the loss of Tyson Fury. She said at that point he struggled to get fights that could advance his career, and he was emotionally stable, she said. He would cry and yell often in our home. Now, she says since losing to Joseph Parker, Deontay had been emotionally abusive to her than any time in the past. She said
it's probably deeper than that, bro.
She had been suffering.
They probably getting into it. You know what I'm saying? The energy ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? And it's driving that nigga crazy. Not saying he putting hands on her, but
freaking silence as Deontay became increasingly more aggressive and control.
And that's probably one of the reasons why the niggas lose it, because he's not in his zone. He's not in his hungry phase no more, bro. And he's older now. You know?
Fast forward. So it's a year and some change since Deontay Wilder got dumped by Taylor Swift. All right. Then he decides to finally talk about all of this on a podcast. And the clip that's going viral is shocking at its best.
I took the role of being your son father, not just a daddy, but a father.
Right.
I went in so hard, bro. I went in so hard because I went in so hard to the point where I put them on my wheel. I had a meeting with my kids.
Hell
I said,
no.
how y'all feel if I scoot y'all over?
But did she take on the role as the mother of your children though? No. You know why? Because your baby mama had them though, and that's something like that's where it's like men versus women. It's completely different, bro. Whenever it comes to like having kids and stuff, the man is always going to be the provider and the this, that, and the third, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even if she has kids, her kids become yours, but your kids don't become hers. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is so crazy,
Put
bro.
over a little slide and let somebody else get a little bit of it. And my kids are amazing. They my best friends. And they was down with it. So I moved a little space over and added her son in on my motherfucking win. You ain't even my son for real.
Right.
So Deontay Wilder admits that, number one, he fell in love with Telly Swift. Then after falling in love with Telly Swift, after he left his wife with 4 kids, what did he do? Well, he decided to adopt her child from another man. Not only did he do that, he said, listen, I'm going to put this child
To prove how much I love you.
He even said he went to his kids. Now imagine.
This nigga done this shit to himself, bro. The last 2 videos I react to is been about the woman doing something wrong, but men do the same thing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? This nigga fucked up, bro. You have 4 kids with this woman, bro. You started a whole family, bro. You don't just throw that away, bro. You don't.
4 kids that
Same
you
for
have
women. You don't
with
throw that
your
away.
black wife, that wife who was there with you in Alabama when you had nothing. You had a meeting with your kids because you was cheating on this lady and left your wife for this lady. You asked your kids, because you're no longer in the house, could you put somebody else in the will? The same kid that you left their mother for.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down.
Nigga, how are you asking the kids that question?
It gets worse.
Don't make no sense.
You know what I mean?
Wow, yeah, that has to take a toll.
Unless I don't know how wheels work.
I put her in my wheel as well too. Yeah. You was just my girlfriend. You ain't even my wife.
I hope that still ain't dead now.
Yeah, man.
I hope that's delayed.
One time the dude told me. One time the son said, "You ain't my daddy." Now that's one thing you don't say to a man that ain't your daddy. Don't remind him that you ain't his daddy. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? Don't remind me that.
Yeah, that's unhealthy, bro. Toxic. He got with her and the shit was all good until they got into a serious relationship, and then shit like that happens, and now it's toxic.
Not only did he put
That's why I am terrified of the first couple months, bro. You know what I'm saying? If we can't make it past that, we ain't never gonna make it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying if we don't have problems within the first couple months and we are not able to work those out, it's never going to work. You know what I'm saying? It's not until everything's good at the beginning and then boom, one day down the line it's all hell. You know what I'm saying? And you wasn't expecting that. You know, y'all need to settle y'all differences. Work your problems out. What you do go for, what you don't go for, all that first, bro. It needs to be a whole lot of serious time before you even start having sex with these women, bro. You know what I'm saying, though? Because that's gonna make or break the relationship long term, bro. It's all peaches and rainbows until 3 months later, and you wondering why this shit is going the way it is. You know,
her son on the wheel. He actually added Telly Swift onto the wheel. Okay, and
bro, that's something you do at the end of life, bro. You don't know when the end of your life is coming, but that's something you do when you grow old, bro. With your wife that you got 4 children with, bro. You know.
Did this?
You you shouldn't even be getting married until you on your deathbed. I feel like, cause that's either gonna make or break us, bro. If we can hold it down, marriage doesn't prove someone's love for each other, bro.
While the son told him something interesting. You ain't my daddy.
Got him.
yes, this is what happened. And I can tell that, from this whole experience that he's still hurt that she left him. And of course she left him and moved on with somebody else. But the whole point is like, look, man, here you are trying to go after your preference, and your preference don't even deal with you. And I think this is important, at least for a lot of black men, to kind of understand this. It's one thing when you start getting money that, these chicks will deal with you, they'll live in with you and allow you to take care of their kids. The clapping to be so good that what you will do, some people will at least, is put, their kid on your will when they wasn't there doing nothing. And then when things start getting tough, they're out, right? And so you might feel bad about the whole situation, but there's something to be said about loyalty. Now listen, if you're gonna go head on and have some side chicks on the side and everything like that, that's fine. But you never leave your wife for somebody that's a clapper. You should never do that, all right? Especially the woman that's been there with you the whole entire time, and this woman show up when everything is good. And that's,
you don't even need nothing on the side, bro. What do you need something on the side for, bro?
a lot of brothers lose things. A lot of times we chase shiny things thinking that it's better when it's not. It just looks shiny, and it looks shiny because it's new. It's a new opportunity. Like, let me just say, I'm in this business for the last decade, and people always, tell me about different ideas, different things that I could do, different industries. And of course, it all seems great when it's just brand new, but it's not the faithful one. It's not the old faithful. It's not how you really get on. And a lot of times we got to have respect for the faithful, right? The people that's been there for us, the people that turned up for us every day. Because when you lose them, then you find out that everybody else is typically transactional. And that's what's going on with him. Like, bro, how dare you take a kid from a single mom that's not your wife, you didn't adopt them, and then put them on your wheel as if they deserve that.
Right.
I mean, think about this, Deontay. If she was rich, would she put your kids on her wheel?
Fuck no. What she look like doing that? That's what she gonna tell you.
Hell nah. She wouldn't do that. All right? And I hate to say this, bruh, but your ass is getting exactly what you deserve.
You don't go get a girl that wants you because you're the famous boxer, bro. That's been with other famous boxers or other celebrities, and that's the type man she's looking for. You don't go for that. You go for the women that you originally got, bro. The ones that's working in the store at Dollar General. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck she's working at. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones you need to grab, bro. But even them, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna be worth it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It always just comes down to, bro, who's gonna do right by you. You know what I'm saying? Who ain't gonna do you wrong, bro? You know what I'm saying? Through trial and error, through trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through those with somebody, man. That's gonna make or break the relationship, dog. Straight up, bro. Straight up, bro. Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think, though, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at y'all on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the name.